Namaste. Welcome to Flow and Restore Yoga. My name is Michelle Chua, and in summary, our live community has requested a focus on breath work to relax the mind body, of course, and physically focusing on opening up the neck, the shoulders, lower back, especially if you suffer from sciatic nerve pain, as well as all throughout the legs, like the glutes and the calves. So we're going to have a mixture of things physically. Begin in any comfortable seated posture that allows you to feel you've arrived in your practice with a sense of ease and awareness, present moment awareness. You might even sit up on any of your props to comfortably lift the pelvis and relax the knees. Here is a reading from Meditations from the Mat. It starts with a quote from the Bhagavad Gita. Thinking about sense objects, things we find pleasurable, will attach you to sense objects. Grow attached and you will become addicted. Here we see attachment spelled out for us as a chain of events. Wherever our attention is, that is where we are. Our attention, our awareness breathes life into that which it rests upon. Place your attention on something and it grows in your life. Take your attention away from something and it fades away. Hence the power of asana, the physical pose, the systematic bringing of attention to our bodies, to the state of our minds, to the moment at hand. Alive in the presence of an unwavering attention, our bodies achieve their profound potential. Alive in our unwavering attention, anything can become like the bucket and broom in the tale of the sorcerer's apprentice. Work, money, worry, shopping, exercise, lip balm, Twinkies, the list is endless. None of these items have power in themselves. Their power is derived from the power of our attention. There is a momentum to our habitual thought patterns. Long before we act on an addictive impulse, our attention has given the object of our desire power in our lives. The answer, according to the Yoga Sutras, is to tie your attention to the solution and not the problem. Shift your focus. If you have a bad habit from 6 to 7 p.m., find a good habit with which to replace it. Every day we practice is an opportunity to observe this process. I can view my practice as a tedious obligation and go through my day dreading it. Or I can shift my focus and see my time on the mat as an opportunity to experience the power of the universe, to tap into my potential and end the cycle of suffering in my life. The joy of that possibility can imbue my day. In the end, it is all a matter of where I place my attention. So let's give our bodies our attention to begin with. Finding a relative stillness, maybe close the eyes. I invite you to start to scan your attention throughout different parts of your body, taking your time to be aware of the aliveness of sensations in each part. Noticing without judging as we cultivate open awareness. Bring your attention to the inflow of breath without controlling the breath. Feel the outflow as well. And what do you notice about your breathing right now? What do you notice about your energy as you begin your practice? Bring your attention to the state of your mind and heart. What have you been giving your attention most recently or repeatedly? Once again, notice without judging what's present in your mind right now. Also notice how what you've chosen to give your attention affects the way you feel emotionally. Let's bring the attention back to the breath now with the intention of lengthening it. Inviting a fuller inhalation into your belly, up to your collarbones, your rib cage. And let the belly relax as you breathe out through your mouth. Take your time to feel the depth of the next inhalation. Imagine breathing through all of your torso, top, bottom, front, back, left and right sides. Once again, through the mouth, let it go. Take your time to feel the emptied breath at the very bottom when you've released any last bit of air from the lungs. Try that once again on your own, maybe a little bit slower. Do you sense any shift in the way you feel just by giving your breath more and more of your attention? Let's take a moment of gratitude. What is something you recognize right now that you can offer gratitude for? And notice how placing your attention on the ways that you are experiencing well-being affects the way you feel. Now, through that lens, clarify your intention for your practice today, your sankalpa. What do you want to expand in your life experience by giving it more and more of your attention? And let's expand our awareness to those around us by choosing someone or something to offer up your practice to today. And together, let's join our voices in support of each other, creating resonance by chanting Om 3 times. Let's sit just a little bit longer so that if you're sitting cross-legged, I invite you to switch the cross of the shin that is forward or on top to help balance the stretch in your hips. Let's begin the practice of Ujjayi Pranayama, or victorious breathing, together, combined with resonant breathing, a mindful technique for calming the nervous system. Both help to calm the nervous system while bringing even greater presence to the moment, while inviting balanced energy. So closing your lips, softly constrict the back of your throat. Maybe close the eyes and try to create a gentle whispering sound that you can hear very faintly, so it requires you to listen a little more deeply. And now I'm going to count to 6 as we breathe in and to 6 as we breathe out. Take your time to stretch the breath to both ends without holding the breath in or out. So inviting a smooth transition between the in and out flow. Let's prepare to start. Empty this breath. Close the lips. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 6. Exhale 6. Count a couple more cycles in your mind. Fine-tuning the qualities and the breath that you can hear. Smoothing it out. Letting it be gentle, not forceful. And let's start to loosen the neck. So as you inhale, begin to drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Looking up. As you exhale, drop your right ear gently towards your right shoulder, looking down. Now, if it's more comfortable to go slower, please be gentle with yourself and do so. Inhaling again. Continue circling as you exhale. And then let's go in the opposite direction. Inhaling, opposite ear, opposite shoulder. And exhaling. One more circle. And coming back to center, let's loosen up the shoulders, knowing that all of our body parts are interconnected. So inhale, float your shoulders forward and up. Big releasing exhale, drop the shoulders behind you. Once again, inhale forward and up. Long exhale, back and down. Let's reverse. Inhale the shoulders behind you and up. Exhale forward and down. One more. And let's bring this movement throughout the spine. Come on down to tabletop, hands and knees, all fours. Stack your shoulders on top of your wrists. Spread your fingers really wide. If you want to give your inner wrist a stretch, go ahead and spin out your hands, fingertips facing left and right edges or rear of the mat. Step your knees back a couple inches behind your hips. And as you inhale, glide your torso forward, roll your shoulders behind you and look up, lifting your chest, cow pose. As you exhale, contract your abdomen, slowly drop your head and round your back, cat pose. Again, draw your sternum forward and up, peel the shoulder blades down the back. Exhale, lift your navel towards your spine, tuck your tailbone and drop your head. Now keep going, at least 5 more cycles of breath, really slow, synchronizing your movements to be as slow as the breath. So this synchronization of the spine moving in, flexion and extension with mindful deep breathing is one of the ways that you can activate the parasympathetic response of the nervous system by toning the vagus nerve. And that is the relaxation response. Couple more cycles of breath. Now spinning your index fingers to point forward, tuck your toes and lift your hips back, entering downward facing dog. And spend a few breaths slowly pedaling your feet in place. So as you breathe in, bend one knee, press the opposite heel into the ground. As you breathe out, switch, bend the opposite knee, drop the other heel. And as you keep going, you might swivel the hips, side to side as well, helping to stretch your outer hips, sides of your torso, and the backs of your legs. As you spread your fingers wide, imagine that you're pressing your mat forward and underground while lifting your shoulders and hips further back. Relax your neck. Let's give the head some movement here. Shaking your head no, nodding your head yes. Listening to your breath. Drop the head and steady your gaze now in one spot. Lift your hips high, maybe bend the knees if that allows more length in your spine to not round the back. And then firm the fronts of your thigh bones back, like someone's behind your mat, pulling your pelvis towards the wall behind you and ceiling, while your heels are reaching downward towards the earth. Wrap your outer upper arms towards the floor, broaden the shoulder blades apart, and lift them away from the neck. Soften the back of the skull. 2 more full breaths. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Inhale, raise your right leg behind you. Exhale, step the foot gently beside your right thumb. Lower your left knee and press your hands on the very top of your right thigh, lifting the chest, sink the pelvis, and then lift your frontal hip bones towards your lowest front ribs. Dropping the tailbone, lift your back ribs, and then take a deep breath. Broaden your collarbones and lift your chest. Exhale the shoulders behind you, softening them down. Gently take your gaze up. Anjaneyasana. So as your hands are pressing the very top of your right thigh, draw your right outer hip slightly back. Rotate your left outer hip forward, squaring the hips. 1 more deep breath. And then exhale, step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale to your nose. Inhale, raise your left leg behind you. Exhale, softly step the foot beside your left thumb, lower your right knee. Press your hands into the top of your left thigh and inhale, lift your chest. So imagine the feeling as if you are dragging your legs towards each other, a scissoring action without visibly moving them. Helping to keep the hips squared. Slightly lift your frontal hip bones. Draw the tailbone down as you lift up the heart. Drop the shoulder head slightly back, looking up, lengthen the back of your neck. Couple more deep breaths here. We're going to exit this posture differently, so lower your fingertips at the front of your mat and step forward to fold. Set your feet at least hips distance apart, parallel to each other. Press your hands on your shins, blocks or the ground. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, drawing your shoulders back. Exhale, fold, drop the head. This time, press your feet. Inhale, sweep your arms forward, rising all the way up to stand. Roll your shoulders back and down, lifting your heart up. Exhale, join your palms in prayer from your crown to your heart center. Take a moment to remember your intention for this practice. Moving with that focus in mind, let's practice gratitude, offering it to the sun through sun salutations. Let's start with Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, hinge forward from your hips. Press your fingertips on the ground or blocks. Inhale, lengthen forward. Step back into your version of plank pose. And as you exhale, lower the knees, then the chest, then the chin, Ashtangasana. Inhale, slide forward on your belly into Cobra. Gently coil the chest open. Exhale, tuck your toes and lift your hips back. Downward facing dog. Pause, steady your gaze for 2 more deep breaths. When you've emptied the second one, step or walk or float to the front of your mat, forward fold. Press with your hands, inhale, lengthen forward, half forward fold. Exhale, fold. Press with your feet, inhale, rise into Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, join your hands in front of your heart center. Let's take it once more. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Uttanasana, hinge from the hips. Press with your hands. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Uttanasana. Step back into your version of plank with legs straight or knees down. And this time, firm in the belly and glide forward. Graze your elbows by your ribs, lower halfway down into Chaturanga Dandasana. Lower all the way for Cobra or flip the toes here to go further into Upward Facing Dog. Exhale, Downward Facing Dog. Let your body be still for 2 deep breaths. Now, keeping your left and right hips leveled, inhale, raise your right leg behind you. As you exhale, bend the knee towards your nose and softly step the foot beside your right thumb. Stay on the ball of your left foot and inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Pausing here, draw the right hip back, bending your front knee just over the heel. Rotate the left outer hip forward, slightly lifting your frontal hip bones. As you lift up through the back of your skull, relax the shoulder heads down and reach high through your fingertips, steadying your gaze and noticing what you're giving your attention right now. Can you bring it back to the flow of your breath? Spin your left heel down, align your right heel to intersect the arch of your left foot. Pause for 1 breath in Warrior Two. Then shift forward into Half Moon. Walk the right fingertips up a right corner of your right foot and drag the left foot forward, raising the left leg with a foot flexed. Turn your chest open towards your left wall. Lengthen your torso forward. Tack the right hip crease back towards your inner left heel and stretch the top of your head towards your front wall while relaxing the shoulder blades down your back. If you want to move into Chapasana, sugarcane pose, bend the left knee towards your belly. Reach for the top of your left foot with your left hand. Kick the foot away as you pull it towards your glute, rolling your left shoulder back. Landing your gaze, being intentional with your visual focus. Listen to 3 more deep breaths. Straighten your left leg, and with a slow exhalation, step into Peaceful Warrior. Landing the left foot at the rear of your mat, bending your right knee and side bending towards your back wall, raising the right arm overhead. Exhale your hands to the ground, optional to flow through a vinyasa or a few rounds of cat-cow. When you arrive in Downward Facing Dog, pause for a full cycle of breath. Balance the height of your 2 hips as you inhale, raise the left leg back. Exhale, bend the knee towards your nose and softly step the foot beside your left thumb. Stay high on the ball of your right foot and inhale, rise to crescent lunge. Slightly lifting your frontal hip bones, square both hips to face forward. Feel the full length of your spine as you relax your shoulders. Steadying your eyes, relax your eyes too. And let's spin the right heel down. Align your left heel to intersect the arch of your right foot, pausing for 1 breath in Warrior Two. Half Moon pose. Plant your left fingertips upper left corner of your left foot. Use a block if the floor feels too low. Drag the right foot in, flex it off the ground, and open your chest to face your right wall. Now, if you practice sugarcane pose or Ardha Chandra Chapasana, go ahead and bend your right knee towards your belly. Reach hold of the top of the foot with your right hand and kick the foot towards your rear wall as you pull it towards your glute, rolling the right shoulder back. And then find a focal point for your eyes for 3 more breaths. Start by straightening your right leg if it's bent. And with a slow exhale, step the right foot back, bend the left knee, peaceful warrior, side bend towards your rear wall. Last vinyasa, if you'd like to take it, we'll meet in downward facing dog. Pausing for 3 slow, balanced breaths. Come on forward into full plank and step your feet together to touch. Pick up your right foot and place the top of the foot just below your left calf. Use the top of the foot to pull the left heel back as you lengthen your chest and crown forward, stretching your left calf. Lift the sides of the belly. Deep breaths here. Rotate your triceps towards the rear wall. Last 2 breaths on this side. And switch. Place the right toes down in plank and lift the left foot. Place the top of the left foot just below your right calf and use it to pull the right heel back while you stretch your torso forward. Use your hands spread to press the ground away, lifting the navel towards your spine. Lengthen the back of your neck. Last couple of breaths here. And then set your knees on the ground. And let's come to sit either on your calves in hero's pose or on a block between your ankles, however high you need that block to be so that your knees can feel comfortable. Make sure that your feet are neither turned out or in, but rather your toes are pointing straight behind you. This helps to safely align the knees. And take a strap. You might want to use it here. So raise your left hand and hold the strap from that hand so the tail of it is dangling behind your back. And with your right hand, spin your left outer upper arm forward and place the elbow behind your skull. Then press both of your shoulders down and lift your chin parallel to the ground. Now seal in the bottom of your front ribs and lengthen your lower back. How's the breath? Reach your right hand behind you underneath, catch the bottom end of the strap, and then walk your hands as close together as you can. Now, if your fingers can meet to clasp, you can do that and drop the strap. Try to point your left elbow upwards towards the sky. Deep breaths here. If your left shoulder feels really warm, you want to go a little further into this stretch for it. Start to create a back bend from right beneath your shoulder blades. Soften the bottom front ribs towards your pubic bone as you're lifting your chest. One more deep breath. And then let it go. Shake out your arms, your hands and shoulders. Let's take a lion's breath. Hold on to your knees. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and eyes wide. Stick out the tongue. Any sound, let it go. All right, come back to closing the lips and let's grab the strap for side 2. Raise your right hand, and if you're using the strap, dangle the tail behind your back. With your left hand, spin your right outer upper arm forward and bring your right elbow behind your head. Press your shoulders down, seal the bottom of your front ribs in, and parallel your chin to the ground. Reach the left hand below behind you, catch the bottom end of the strap, then walk your hands as close together as you can. Maybe they clasp and you drop the strap, or not. Sit up a little taller, feel your spine's alignment from your tailbone to the top of your neck. Feel your breath. What part of your body could use a little more space or just attention here by breathing into that area? like any parts that might feel stiff or stagnant. And maybe create a back bend from right beneath the shoulder blades, tilting your chest up while sealing the bottom of your front ribs in. Last deep breath here. Release your arms and shake out your shoulders. Let's slide the legs out in front of you. We're gonna go a little deeper into the shoulders and neck. You may wanna sit on a folded blanket or a pillow here as you bring the legs in front. Sit up tall, place your left hand on the right side of your skull, and without pushing your head, just encourage left ear to fall towards left shoulder. Now extend your right arm out to the right and flex at your wrist like you're saying stop with your hand. Press the heel of your right palm out towards the right wall and relax your jaw. Relax your tongue. Now you can hold still if your body is really enjoying this here. Otherwise, you can explore some slow movement where you keep the weight of that left arm tilting your head towards your left shoulder while you breathe in and look downward beneath your left armpit. And as you breathe out, you look upward towards the sky. You can continue moving in this way, or if you find a position that your body's really wanting you to stay at, pause there. A few more breaths. And with your next breath out, release both arms and lift the crown of your head. And let's place the right hand on the left side of your skull and just encourage, not push, right ear to fall towards right shoulder. Extend your left arm out to the left and flex at the wrist, like you're saying stop. Press the heel of your left palm towards your left wall. And as you're sitting up tall, relax the shoulders down. Soften your tongue, soften behind your ears. Full breaths. Now stay still if that's what your body is asking for, or keep the weight of your right arm on your head, tilting your head while you slowly move to the breath. Breathing in as you look downward beneath your right armpit. Breathing out as you look upward towards the sky. Again, if there's a position that your body's asking you to pause at, listen to that and breathe. On your next exhalation, release your arms, lift the top of your head, and bend your elbows apart. Cross your right elbow over your left elbow and see if you might be able to hook your thumbs. If not, or go further and wrap your forearms and palms. Now glide your shoulder blades down your back ribs. Press the sitting bones down and lift up through each vertebra, through the back of the skull. Lift your elbows to the height of your shoulders and gently press your forearms forward away from your face. Now visualize the area right between your shoulder blades. Breathe there. Let it gently expand. And then consciously relax that region of your upper back as you breathe out. Again, between the shoulder blades, breathe in. Then relax the space. A few more breaths like that. Next, inhale, lift your elbows a little bit higher if you can. And as you exhale, get the full range of your shoulders, backstroke both arms, and release the hands down. If you're sitting cross-legged, you may want to switch the cross of your legs again. And let's bend the elbows apart. This time cross left elbow over right. Is that the opposite arm? I think that's the opposite arm. And hook your thumbs or wrap your forearms and palms. Draw your shoulder blades down your back ribs. Lift your elbows to the height of your shoulders and gently press your forearms away from your face. Sit tall. Breathe right between the shoulder blades and across the tops of your shoulders. As you breathe out, relax all of that area, tops of the shoulders, base of the neck, between the shoulder blades. Several more breaths like that. Next inhale, if you can, lift your elbows a little higher. Prepare to explore the full range of your shoulders. As you exhale, backstroke both arms. And let it go. Let's flutter the lips as we make our way onto hands and knees again. So targeting the lower body once more, opening up the outer hips, glutes, and possibly the quadricep. Step your right foot to the right side of your right hand. Make sure your right knee is just above your right heel, but not in front of your right heel. Coming into lizard lunge, notice first if it's more accessible or comfortable to place blocks or a pillow underneath your hands here. So your hands are a little higher and the shoulders can relax more if they're tensing up, or if it feels fine to leave your hands on the ground, or maybe even to bring your forearms to the ground. Now in this version, we'll focus a bit on opening the area of your IT band from your outer hip to your outer knee. Flex your right foot by curling the toes up towards your right shin while you splay open your right thigh. Just land the outer edge of your right foot on the ground without rolling over onto your outer ankle. And as you do this, tack your right outer hip back and draw your sternum, the middle of your chest, forward. Breathe. Now you can keep your hands in front, or if it's available, add a quadricep stretch for the front of your left thigh by bending your left knee and scooting the knee back enough so that you're not digging the knee into the ground. You're leaning the thigh into the floor. And then with your right hand, and if you're on your elbows, you might come up onto your hand so it's easier to reach. Backstroke the right arm and take hold of your left foot. And then gently bring that left foot towards your glutes. This is also a stretch for the inner shoulder here. So let that right shoulder roll back, left shoulder move down the back, and then look where your neck feels most comfortable. Looking down, looking over the right shoulder. Let's tune in for 7 or more deep breaths. Keep flexing your right foot here. One more deep breath. Release your left foot if you're holding it, and gently come back into child's pose for just 3 breaths. Feet together, knees can be together apart. Sink your hips all the way down to your heels. Rest your forehead down. 3 breaths, grounding in this position. And then gently rise back to hands and knees and step your left foot forward to the left side of your left hand. Either hands on the floor or on blocks, maybe forearms to the ground. See that your left knee is not over bending in front of the ankle, it's just above the heel. Flex your left foot to stabilize the left knee while you splay your left thigh open. Just lean the outer edge of your left foot on the ground without sickling the foot or rolling over the ankle. You might add bending the right knee, scooting it back enough so you're not digging the knee into the ground, and then backstroking the left arm while you hold the top of the right foot, bringing it in. You're opening the front of the left shoulder. Now, notice that right shoulder. Make sure it's not tensing up towards the ear. Peel the right shoulder blade down your back. Lengthen your torso towards the front of your mat. And tune into about 7 or more breaths here. Draw your left outer hip back. Keep flexing the left foot. One more deep breath. And release back into child's pose one more time. Feet together, knees together apart, just a few breaths. Right away, let the body be still. You might extend the arms forward to stretch the lower back. Slide your hands to the outsides of your knees, and as you breathe in, slowly roll your spine upright. Slide both legs out in front of you and grab your strap. You might even sit up on any of your props if that allows you to feel taller in your spine while relaxing your shoulders. Let's prepare for a posture that can help relieve sciatic nerve pain. So turn out your right thigh, cross the right leg as deeply as you can over the left leg. And here you may want to start with a strap around the ball of your left foot. Kick into the strap with your left foot flexed and hold the strap with 2 hands. If not a strap, you can frame your leg with both hands on the ground. Root down to your sitting bones, lift up through your chest and the back of the skull. Keep your throat naturally open and your shoulders relaxed. And then from your hips, if your body is willing, hinge forward without rounding the back. Breathe in, press the pelvis down further, lengthen the spine forward, and then maybe continue to fold. Now, if you can reach hold of your foot, you can hold that instead of the strap. And check in with your shoulders. Make sure you're not tensing the shoulders here. Check in with the expression on your face. Let your face be relaxed. A few more breaths. So this posture is the half version of cow face pose, or in Sanskrit, Ardha, which means half, Gomukhasana. One more deep breath. Press down to your pelvis. Inhale, lead with your chest, and slowly rise. Stretch both legs out in front of you. And let's cross the left thigh as much as you can over the right thigh. Ground your sitting bones, maybe use a strap around the ball of your right foot. Either way, flex your right foot and kick it forward. Hold the strap with 2 hands or place your hands on the ground and sit up a little taller. Glide the shoulders down the back, lift your chest. Either stay upright or start to hinge forward if you can do so without rounding the back or tensing the shoulders. What do you notice about the sensations in your body right now? Like feel into your glutes, feel into your lower back, feel into the back of your right leg, like your hamstring and your calf. Noticing without judging it. as you're cultivating open awareness of what's here right now. One more deep breath. Press the pelvis down, lift the heart up. Inhale to slowly rise. And let's find a way to sit comfortably for one more breathing technique, a relaxing, grounding pranayama before we rest in Shavasana, and then sit in meditation for 5 minutes. So sit in a way that you can breathe well. Your pelvis feels evenly grounded, your spine is tall, your whole body is relaxed. I'll invite you into Nodi Shodhana Pranayama, which is also energy and brain balancing while calming and helping to tune inward. So to help tune inward, you might place your left hand in Gyan Mudra, which is turning the palm face up on the lap and letting the thumb and first finger touch. The right hand will be in Vishnu Mudra. That's sticking out your right thumb, pinky, and ring fingers. And we'll continue to breathe just through the nose. But this time, let the breath be so gentle you can hardly, or maybe not even hear it. The right thumb we'll use to close the right nostril like this. The right ring and pinky fingers we'll use to close the left nostril like this. Alternate nostril breathing. Nodi Shodhana Pranayama. So I'll invite you to breathe in or out for a count of 4 and to hold the breath in or out for a count of 6. When you're holding the breath, try to relax into it. And you might close the eyes to help you concentrate. Let's prepare to practice 3 cycles of Nodi Shodhana Pranayama together, and then continue 3 cycles on your own. Empty this next breath. Close the lips, right thumb, close the right nostril. Inhale left for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close left, exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close right. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Second cycle. Inhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close left. Exhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale right. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close right. Exhale left. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Third cycle. Inhale left for 4. Hold for 6. Close left. Exhale right. 4. Hold 6. Inhale right. 4. Hold 6. Close right. Exhale left. 4. Hold 6. On your own, continue for 3 more cycles. Taking your time when you finish, breathe naturally and notice anything you're feeling. And when you feel ready to, gently lower your body to the floor. Find a way to comfortably lie down so that you can rest in stillness for a few minutes of Shavasana. As you rest here a little longer with your eyes still closed, observe how your body feels now. And take your time, start with small movements, gently waking up your body. Come into an easeful stretch. And as you keep the eyes still closed, gradually turn over onto your right side and rest your head for a few moments, paying attention to the breath without controlling it. How do you feel now energetically? And start to lift your body up. Slowly find a comfortable way to sit for 5 minutes, sitting in meditation. You might choose to place both hands in Gyan, excuse me, Gyan Mudra, as we did when we're practicing Nodi Shodhana Pranayama. Then maybe close the eyes. If your mind is needing an anchor, you might begin by resting your awareness on the feeling of the in and out breath, its natural flow. Let each exhalation invite different parts of your body into more awake relaxation. As your attention might feel more focused, you can let go of resting it on the breath and just allow a more open awareness of anything that comes and goes in the present moment. Thoughts, feelings, movements, sounds. Noticing them without resisting, judging, or grasping for them. If you find your attention has drifted, let in a deep breath again. Relax the body into present awareness and continue to open the mind to what's here now. Notice how you're feeling now mentally and emotionally. As we bring our practice to a close, we'll take a moment to recognize anything you'd like to offer gratitude for. Remind yourself of what your intention is today in this practice. And remember to whom or what you dedicated today's practice. Remembering that where your attention goes, your energy flows. How might you integrate that knowledge as you enter the rest of your week? Let's join our voices in 3 ohms. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste.